What's up, everybody? It's your boy Leo Rydell here with Geekly Goods to review Mortal Engines, and y'all, let's talk about this one. Mortal Engines was rough. This movie was directed by Christian Peters, who, if you know him, he did Minutes Past Midnight and Feeder, a couple of films that, if you've seen them, you know aren't too great. He also was in the art department for films like King Kong, Lord of the Rings, the Hobbit series, so not a very well-known name, but you will know Peter Jackson, who is attached to this project as a producer. The film stars Tara Hilmer, Robert Sheehan, Hugo Weaving, who is known, by the way, great actor. I mean, he was V, he was Elrond, he was, of course, Red Skull, so many roles under his belt. G. Hai, I believe I'm saying that right. Ronan Raftery. Like, y'all, these are a lot of people I have never even heard of, but we all had confidence and faith in this project because of one name on it, and you all know that name. Y'all know that name. Peter Jackson. Yes, the Lord of the Rings trilogy director who brought us that beautiful, delicious goldness that is Lord of the Rings. However, he also brought us The Hobbit, which was not nearly as good. I mean, arguably pretty bad, but I mean, we could talk about that another day. Mortal Engines was more in the direction of The Hobbit, but maybe even worse. Y'all, I just want to start by saying Hugo Weaving did a pretty great job, but his character motivations were pretty terrible, so it didn't really help the character or the role at all, with the fact that the motivations just didn't really line up or sync that well. Let me start a little bit about the story. This is hundreds of years into the future, and where a cataclysmic event has happened, and London is now a mobile city that's going around eating up smaller civilizations. Crazy, right? Sounds a lot like Adolf Hitler. Yes, exactly. This is kind of what the film has set up for us, this world, this ominous world of, you know, a dystopian society where these people are on this moving island called the London, and they're just going around tearing up cities for the hell of it. And I thought that was kind of dumb. I mean, it was history in reverse, and then there's this whole entire device included called the Medusa, and the Medusa is what destroyed civilization in the first place. So for whatever reason, the London wants it. I mean, it's honestly, as a story, me describing this to you all sounds bad enough. But dive into the movie. Once you do, you see exactly what it was, a bad payoff. I mean, even just the characters, I'm really not that invested in Esther as a character. Like, I thought she just was kind of weak. It was a very typically written character. Oh, her mother died, she wants revenge against Hugo Weaving's character. Look, I get it, but we've heard this storyline before. It's not the first time it's been used. Hugo Weaving's character and who he's revealed to be, I won't spoil it just in case you feel like you want to go see this movie, is just such a letdown. I wasn't impressed with this film like I thought maybe I could be. Even the other characters that were introduced that are so forgettable that I have forgotten their names completely. They were very forgettable, but they seemed to be so emphasized when they were first brought on screen, and then they were either recycled or barely had any screen time. Like, it was too much. It was this overpacked movie crowded with a lot of subplots, weird storylines, random character intros, and it felt as if the story was going to end about 2 or 3 times throughout the movie. Like, we would get to a certain piece of the film, there would be a certain montage. Like, there's this character named Shrife, and long story short, Esther's mother, spoiler alert, passes in the movie due to what I won't spoil. And Shrife, this like robotic reanimated character who we have no idea how this happened, he raises Esther, and she was growing up with this guy for like 12-13 years maybe, and then she made a promise to him that she would become a reanimated person like him. When she didn't want to follow through with that promise, he got pissed, and then that created another subplot, and I was so lost in all these random subplots, random characters, all over the place, and jumbled mess of a storyline. I just couldn't get into this one, guys. I gotta give this one a 2 out of 5 G's. It just was not at all what I had expected. It was even worse than I had expected. But everybody, Mortal Engines is playing in theaters now, and let me know your thoughts down in the comments as usual. We'll see you next time. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow Geekly Goods on all social media platforms, and grab something from our store. We take $1 of every purchase and donate it to arts education to keep arts in the classrooms. We'll see you next time.